There is no place that I wanted to be today than to be with the graduates of Houston Can Academy. So, when I came in as mayor, I said to my staff, give me all of the requests so I can look at them myself. Because sometimes my staff will kind of look at it and see my schedule and then automatically say, regrets, mayor cannot be there. So I kind of want to look and see what people are inviting me to so I can kind of pick and choose myself. And I saw this one come across about asking me, it came from Mr. Donnelly, asking me if I could speak today at the graduation of Houston Can Academy. And I looked at it and I wrote on the request, this one I want to do. So please, so I said, please rearrange my schedule for this morning because I don't want to just send a proclamation. I want to come myself. And I want you to know why I said I wanted to come and I wanted to be here. Because I, grew up right here in this city, come out of a large family, a family of 9, and neither one of my parents graduated from high school. My mom didn't graduate from high school, my dad didn't graduate from high school. And let me just say this, and I'm not saying it in a negative sense. I'm not being negative towards them, okay? And they sacrificed to rear all 9 of their children. And my dad died when I was 13. He died of cancer. We didn't have, private health insurance. Okay, my dad was a yard man, cut grass, other people's grass on the weekends. And they moved into Acres Home years ago. So my dad died early. It was my mom, after my dad died, who didn't graduate from high school. My mom never learned how to drive, okay? My mom worked as a maid at the Rice Hotel downtown. And so she would get us ready to go to school. And then my mom would take the very next bus, leaving Acres Home. Back then we called it the Acres Home Shaker. Leaving Acres Home and would go downtown to clean up other people's hotel rooms and their bathrooms and all of that. And then she would take that next bus and come back to Acres Home and take care of her kids. And there were times when the road got rough. We would ask my mom for certain things. She would say, son, I don't have it. And go back to her and say, need this? She would say, son, wish I could. I just don't have it. And I remember the times at home. At night, get home, didn't have a whole lot in the refrigerator. You keep going to the refrigerator, opening the door, and my mom said the same thing that was not in it when you went there an hour ago, or the same thing not in it now. And so, but my mom would say, look, there's some light bread in there. Go get you some syrup. Put that syrup on that light bread. She said, eat that syrup sandwich and go get you a glass of water and drink that water right behind that syrup sandwich. And then she would say, and I'm gonna clean it up because we're in the church. She would say, then take yourself to bed, you'll be all right. Let me tell you what happens when you eat a syrup sandwich and drink some water behind it. It will expand and you'll be so full, it'll be like you had a steak. And you go to bed and but then she would always say, son, tomorrow will be better than today. That was her favorite slogan. Son, tomorrow will be better than today. Times get rough, son, tomorrow will be better than today. And she always reminded her kids, you are just as good as anybody. Just because we don't have what they have, just because we don't have a car to ride around in, you are just as good as anybody. She said, the only thing I asked of you, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare throw in the towel. And then she would tell us, and when you walk out of this house, nobody knows what you don't have but you. And so I got to the point when I would walk out and people ask how you doing, I say, hey, life is good. You know, or you got to learn to fake it until you make it. You know, recognizing that things are going to come your way. For all those years, my mom sacrificed. This woman who didn't graduate from high school, never learned how to drive, a maid at the Rice Hotel, but she never gave up. When my sister got pregnant, my mom said, it's going to be okay. You know, we're going to step in, we're going to help out. Don't you give up. Stay in there, don't you give up. And then she would also say, life is not fair, okay? But you have to learn how to navigate through it. I came by, and the reason why I wanted to be here today is that I'm looking at some folk who have not given up. I'm looking at some people who probably other people may have given up on you. And quite frankly, if you be honest, there may have been times you may have given up on yourself. I'm looking at some folk who may have needed some people to encourage them along the way. May have needed a principal or a counselor to kind of push them along the way. I may be looking at some folk, you may think that good stuff just ain't coming my way. Maybe God forgot about me, okay? I'm looking at some folk who at some times may have said, nah, ain't gonna make no, getting this degree ain't gonna mean nothing. Life's still gonna be hard. I get this cap, put this cap and gown on, it's still gonna be hard. But I stopped by to tell you in real life, if you keep moving forward, if you keep believing in yourself, that tomorrow will be better than today. And I know that's the case because this same guy from the Fofo, whose mama was a maid, okay, who cleaned other folk toilets, this same guy is now here as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States of America. And dig this, and I still live in the Fofo. Because that's where I started. And to be honest with you, it's not University of Houston that made me. It's not Harvard that made me. It was being born and reared in the Fofo. Because that's what makes the difference. And so, as the mayor of the city of Houston, I came by to congratulate you. I came by to say I'm proud of you. I came by to say, look, I'm so glad you didn't give up, that you didn't quit, you didn't throw in the towel, you didn't allow other folk, you didn't allow your homies to cause you to say, nah, ain't gonna be no better. And what I want you to know now, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. You gotta keep at it. You can't stop now. If you're heading off to a university, go. Okay? And expect the best for yourself. Don't dream low. Dream high. Don't dream low. If you've been admitted to a university, go. Community college, go. Okay? Want that good job? Go get it. Don't dream low. And let me tell you this as I close. And everything ain't gonna just fall in place once you leave here. Life ain't gonna just be easy once you leave here. I ran for mayor in 91 and didn't get it. I ran for mayor in 2003 and didn't get it. But I ran the 3rd time. And let me tell you what I learned from the Fofo. If it don't come the first time, you just hang in there. And if it don't come the 2nd time, you just hang in there. It may be on the 3rd time. And then don't hang with folk who ain't moving in the right direction. because not everybody is happy with you being here graduating. And some of the folk you may have been hanging with a long time ain't happy with you, especially if they moving in a different direction. You got to let them go. And you got to find your mission and your purpose and your destiny. On behalf of the city of Houston, I hereby before I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the city of Houston, hereby proclaim this day as Khan Academy Day, these graduates in the city of Houston. God bless you, and I wish you the very best.